Good morning. Welcome to Winnipeg. Another bright sunshiny day, and the weatherman says it's supposed to be sun shining all for the rest of the day, so that's good. Means that we'll probably get out for a quick scoot later. And my plan for today's quick scoot is to go downtown and okay, here's what happened. About almost 50 years ago, the city of Winnipeg decided that they were going to close off their main intersection to pedestrians, and they dug an underground tunnels. So if you wanted to go from one corner to the other, you had to go down and underneath and then back up. And I remember when that first happened, I was able to walk quite easily, and I thought this was a great thing. I thought, hey, we're getting modern. We've got underground, like a subway or something like that. Anyway, my thinking was that this is nice, but apparently it turned out to be not a real good idea, and now they have closed that off, or I don't know if they've closed it off, because there are shops in that underground concourse, and so I don't know if they've closed. They wouldn't have closed it off, but at least you don't have to go underneath now to cross the main street. Now, Portage and Main here in Winnipeg is the main intersection. Every city has their intersection, which is famous, and Portage and Main is ours. So I thought I might just sort of drive through it just to see what it looks like now, just for the fun of it. We were pretty close to it yesterday when we went to the McDonald's on Main Street there, and when we went to turn around to come back, we were actually maybe only half a mile. If I had just kept going, but I never thought about it until later. So I'm thinking about it now. Anyway, what are we going to do here? Okay, I was thinking about this morning. And if you remember, I was saying that I thought maybe what we could do is solder this joint, but I'm thinking now that maybe just run you might say a bead of CA glue using our new and improved applicator, so that it doesn't go gushing into the grate. I think that's what I'm going to do. All I want to do is stiffen it so that the railing where it's fastened onto the platform, it doesn't want to fall over, because it's only held by 5 tiny little tabs. That entire length is only held together with 5 very, very small little tabs. And I think if we were to get it to be held all the way along, it'd be fairly strong. At least that's the plan. I think that's what I'll do. At least with CA glue, if you get it really, really bad, you can use acetone or something to put the piece in acetone, and you can get yourself back to where you were. Although I don't think I have ever actually done that. I just know it can be done. At least I think acetone will dissolve CA glue. But I've never tried it. Anyway, might be a good experiment someday. Yeah, and we're going to obviously have to recompose for that, because the parts are so small. This ladder here, I'm noticing that I have somehow flattened my platform out. I had wanted to have it. Well, maybe I should be zooming in so you can see what I'm doing. I don't want to be bending that, back and forth too many times, or it's gonna break off. Okay. No big news. 22.4. Yeah. It might be a warm day, so if I'm going to get out with the bike, I probably better do it this morning. Seems to work out pretty good. Anyway, yeah. I'm still not used to this cup. But I like it. I like it, yeah. Okay, let's get at her here. Okay, here's the plan. Now, what I want to do, let's move you in just a little bit here. We'll put the macro lens on in a minute. But what I want to do is have it so that the post was something to point with. Okay, so that the post on the platform is parallel to the railing. You know, you might say that the stanchion on the railing. Okay, and okay. I think that's about it. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some CA thick here. Okay, extra thick. Now what I got going on here is I got CA thin in this one, and I'll put some thick in this one. I plan to use the thin to reinforce the railing on the platform. Okay, that should be fine. Okay, I realized that was not in focus. Now, we'll use our little applicator here. And just let me get the macro lens on so you'll be able to see it a lot better. And so will I, actually. Do I have this platform down enough here? Yeah, that looks pretty good. Okay, now this is actually the first time that I've used this CA thick on this applicator. I just want to sort of, I know it's going to kind of make it look kind of globby, but I want to fill that up. If I can just go from it's just to help reinforce it just a little bit. I want to try and get it so that it fills up that gap between the bottom, or that first tread. There, I'm getting it. At least I think I am. Yeah, from that first tread. Let me just check the monitor. Yeah, that looks like it's full. I don't think there's any use trying to come up from the bottom because of the gravity. Yeah, I can see the light reflecting. I looked in the monitor and it looks like it's clear, but there is actually a connection there. Okay. Okay, for sure there is now. Okay, now I'll get some curing agent on that. Okay, that'll activate it. Okay, a couple of minutes has passed here, and looking in the monitor, I was watching in the monitor, I wasn't really seeing anything happening. Maybe, see what's going to happen when I touch it right here. Maybe it is, yeah. Maybe it's hard, or something to poke at it. Yeah, it's hard. Okay, now let's turn this thing upside down and reinforce the edges with thin. Okay, just moments ago I tried to burn out the applicator and it just burned through. I can see where this system works really good, but a person's going to have maybe instead of burning it out, I could soak it in acetone to clear it, but maybe just make a whole bunch of these things. After all, they're just little wires, and they can be made fairly quickly in mass production. So I'm going to just try and see if this thing will pick anything up or not. No, it's not. I'm going to have to pause here. That's too bad. Okay, I'm just gonna push stop here for a moment. Okay, we've got the head of a pin here. See if that's gonna pick anything up. Okay, so I have to steady myself here. See, right now this railing is only held on this corner and this corner just by a little tiny tab. There's no strength involved there at all. Okay, I'm pretty sure that we got that one. Let's see if we can fill this one in. Okay, I think we got it. I'll know once it dries and and I put a little bit of stress. Excuse me, my voice is going here this morning. Put a little bit of stress on the rail. I'll be able to tell the difference. Okay, I have made myself another loop, and unfortunately we can't see the full length of this all at the same time and be able to get in close enough, so just going to have to imagine what's happening here. Now it's connected with a very small little connection right here at this corner, and then I believe right here there's another little tab, and then there's 3 more tabs as we go along. So my plan is to just try and apply it right along there where the bottom rail is attached to the platform. There is a very, very small gap. In fact, in a lot of places it's probably touching. So here we go. Now we are using the CA thin here. Okay, does it look like it's coming off? I think it is. Let me just turn it over here. Maybe I should sample some more. Maybe the bead is not heavy enough. I'll come in more from the side like this. I just don't want it to go running down into the grate, into the platform, and plugging up all the little holes there. Okay, I think this is going to work. I'm just going to continue on and do the whole thing, and then I'll check it closely. I might have to use the microscope. I am not seeing anywhere, at least not yet, where the bottom rail has not been very delicately, you might say, attached. In other words, the gap is filled. It's a very, very tiny gap. It's probably only about probably less than I don't think I can poke a hair between it. But the CA glue has filled the gap. Okay, I'm right to the other end now. It's completely welded, you might say. Yeah, so that worked. Now using the macro lens here, as close as I can get. I don't know if you're going to be able to see anything or not, but I thought I'd try and show you, that it's sealed. Hopefully the light is going to catch it and reflect off the CA, and that way you'll be able to see, oh yeah, the gap is filled. Not much of a gap. Well, yeah, sorry I can't show you what I saw on the microscope without going to a big rigmarole of rigging stuff up.
Morning, Ron.
Good morning.
Look at you already.
I'm all ready.
Rainey has got a line on a 9-month-old calico kitten, strangely enough, by the name of Penny,
No kidding.
that lives south of Neverville. And a line on 2 other cats, one near Arborg and one at Highway 6. And she's working out the logistics of what it would be like to have a kitten and where we'd keep kitten until she was an older cat and stuff like that. But I have a feeling she's running all this stuff by me to see how much I can tolerate.
Oh.
She said she get Nathan to drive her out and pick up the cat. The kitten.
Oh, 9 months you said?
Uh,
Or didn't you say maybe?
oh, I said 9-month-old. That's not right. Probably 6 or 8 weeks old.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And cost $75.
Oh, that's all right.
This thing cost $3,300.
Missy.
I
We're gonna
got ripped off.
No, you didn't. No. You're worth every penny, aren't you? Yeah. You're worth every penny.
I don't want a cat, but what do I know? I did want a dog. And she brought me a lot of, got a dog, and a cat kennel, and a box. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, I still feel sad.
Yeah, you will. For a while. You'll get over it though.
Yeah. This takes time.
Yeah.
Nice motorcycle.
Yeah, I'll sell it to you.
I wonder who owns that. There's the eye in the sky.
Bye, Missy.
It's like waving to a drone. That'll probably be the next step.
Yeah.
I'll hear a whir and something taking off from the top of the white box. You put an extension on it, it'll be an aircraft tank. You can fly one of those. See you, Ron.
We'll see ya. Missy the dog. Missy the dog. Okay, now, I think if I'm going to be getting down to Portage in Maine on the bike, I better get out and do it now. Missy was a little bit later this morning. I was hoping to be down and back by now. I'm not complaining. Okay, Yeah, we'll work on this photo etch when we get back. I think we're just about done here with the reinforcing with CA glue. Okay, I am back. I've actually been back for about 45 minutes. But when I got into the house, my answering machine was beeping, and I had to deal with a message. Okay, I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take some of this wire. This is actually heavier wire than the first one that I used. This wire that here is the same as this last one that I used, and I think I felt that the first one burned through far too easy, and I was thinking it doesn't have to be quite that fine. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to make up a bunch of little loops, I guess you call it, and yeah, I think that if I cut these in half, that'll give me quite a few. Alright, save that for the next time. And anyway, I saw the new pedestrian crossing at Portage in Maine, but I didn't see any pedestrians in it. Yeah, it was kind of funny. I went there and I was expecting to see crowds of people standing on the corner waiting to cross, but no, there wasn't anybody. I guess maybe it was the wrong time of day or something. Anyway, I'll show one of them being done here, and then you can just imagine how the rest are going to be done. I don't know if I'm going to be doing anything else on the photo etch now or not. We'll just see how it goes here today. What do we got here? It's almost 20 after 12 already. Yeah. Okay, just let me recompose here a little bit. No, this doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to hold it, so when I pull on it, it doesn't come out. Now we'll take our pin. Maybe I should have had the camera on the other side. Okay, I was about ready to remove it anyway. But there, you can see we got ourselves another loop here. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and do the rest now off camera. Okay, I didn't count them, but I'm guessing there's probably about a dozen there. I don't know how long that's gonna last me. Now this one here, I did burn it out. Looks okay. I just have to remember maybe not to allow the flame to touch it very long. Anyway, I'm going to call it quits for today, folks. Thanks for watching, and all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.